This is a great example of what happens in Big Ten basketball when you show up flat and you're ready to play. And nothing against Penn State, but we were really flat. Penn State deserved to win the basketball game. They played much, much harder than we did in every facet. Every 50-50 ball, the aggression, we let Watkins again, just dominate the game in his minutes. And then it's the one thing that we've got to figure out how to do is guard a guy like Stevens. And he's a matchup problem. And he had his way with us in the first half. And then it led to opportunities. He's a good player. He makes everybody better. But Penn State deserves all the credit. Pat's got them playing great, and they're fighting and competing. And we had 5 turnovers the first half. When was the last time that happened? And that'll show you how porous our defense was the first half. But again, give Penn State credit. And the great thing now is we get ready to take on a Purdue team and another ranked basketball team.
Seemed like in the first half, Penn State, other teams have come out and maybe adjusted at halftime. They came out in the beginning and just kind of going 5 out high ball screen and weren't really running any of their sets, just kind of trying to take you off the dribble, and they were able to get to the rim a lot with that. Is that something you expected, or was that a
Worked on it for 3 days. And when you don't fight with ball pressure, and I mean fight on the ball to guard it, Wheeler, no offense to him, is not a guy who is considered a great jump shooter. His numbers don't show that at all. And yet, it was just right at us. And then we handled 2 ball screens very poorly, in which Watkins got a lob. And then we rotated, which we don't do. And they hit a 3. So it was breakdowns. It was more lack of energy, lack of communication than anything else.
Brady, you've shut down some of the better players in the Big Ten, some of the best players in the Big Ten, the best teams. What about Watkins and Stevens really give you guys issues? Just how
They play really, really hard. They have a lot of dog in them, and I mean that in a good way. That's the biggest problem. They're unrelenting. And Stevens is 6'8", 230. AJ's fighting. And that's something that is a challenge for us. And then you get Watkins, great length. He's an outstanding defender. I think he's the elite interior defender in our league with that length. And it seemed like every time Georgie rotated, he got an offensive rebound. And we did a very good job. You've got to crack down on him hard, and you've got to move him because he's got length. And we did a good job of that today.
They're also very physical with you guys on your handoffs, your weaves, everything. Is that a lot of your youth just had trouble with that? I mean, obviously Dre had a good day against that physical pressure, but the other guys maybe struggled a little bit.
Yeah, Dre's physically strong. Dre loves to absorb contact. He loves to initiate it. So he's fine. He can get through all of that. And that's, I'm sure, a big part of their game plan. They set on top of us and beat us over the top of it. And then we got standing, and we got where we weren't, but maybe passive is the right word. But again, I felt early we got the ball in the paint, and yet I think it was just not being prepared. One of the first plays of the game, little dump off to Georgie and hits him right in the chest. Wasn't ready for it, and that's again where we have to be better. We have to be more mature, and everything they did caused us problems today.
9 of 18 layups, 6 of 20 from 3. What do you think went into that? Just you guys being flat, their physicality. What?
Well, let's don't just stop there. Let's stop at 18 of 28 from the free throw line. That's a mental preparation. That's when you can go 20 of 22 in a game, you're usually dialed in. Again, let's give Penn State their due credit, and I want to make sure that because they whipped us, they deserve to win the game. But when you're not mentally ready to play, those are the kind of numbers that you have. And you can't miss layups, and you can't miss just easy putbacks, but free throws are uncontested, and when you're not mentally dialed in, you miss them.
The way you've played the last month, did this game surprise you just in terms of, you know, that effort and prep?
Yes and no. This game was gonna present some challenges, and like no other, because of Stevens. Stevens is a guy that because of his physicality and his strength and his ability to beat you off the bounce, he's 20 and 10 in his last 5, and he's shooting the ball from 3, and he's getting to the foul line, and then he's becoming a facilitator on that. That's a really hard matchup for us. So I knew that was gonna present a problem. I also knew how hard they were playing. And, you know, that all starts with Wheeler. Wheeler's one of the hardest rocking cats in our league. And he got him started great offensively, he got him started great defensively.
Brad, was that a planned out technical foul? I know you worked pretty hard for it. Your team seemed to respond to it.
Well, I should have got it about 10 minutes earlier. You know, I don't have the best voice in the world right now, so it's pretty hard to bark at him. My coat toss didn't go very far last night, so I thought what the hell, I'll kick the scorer's table. I just, you know, I was gonna try to fight, try to create some emotion, some energy. Should have done it earlier.
Georgie gets his first double-double of the season. Just what did he maybe do better rebounding-wise, and what can he keep doing?
I'm not sure how well he played, to be very honest. I thought, from my standpoint, the level of expectation I have for him, and I'm not trying to be critical of him. I mean, it's great he's had 10 rebounds. We talked about he needed to improve his rebounding, but you know, I thought that he's capable of that every night. He's capable of that every night. That should be the expectation. That's my expectation for him. And yet he, you know, when he goes to rebound, he's a good rebounder. And again, I think Watkins, give him some credit. We probably didn't go to Georgie enough early, and got away from that because he was off to a pretty decent start. But yeah, Georgie should be a double-double guy in this league, more than one time, multiple times.
Kipper and Tev both struggle defensively, especially on Stevens. How do you get them locked in defensively each and every night? Is that a struggle for you right now?
Well, in Tev, it's the weight room. You know, that we're not gonna create that one overnight. You know, that's being able to just mature and grow. You know, there's a difference, you know, when one guy weighs 205 pounds, the other weighs 230, and you know, and then it's all the credit goes to him. He's done that to everybody. I mean, he's done that to Michigan and you know, Nebraska. And like I said, he's playing as well as any combo forward in our league right now, and he does it with athleticism, and he's ultra competitive.
Brett in the back. How well did you feel Andres played and what he was able to do and get into the rim, and how much of a difference did that make to even keep you in the game?
No, he's huge. He's been tremendous. I mean, Andres loves physicality. So that type of game was a game meant for him. And you know, he's a guy that's not afraid to challenge. He knows how to use his body and strength. He's really strong. Dre has an incredible lower body. I mean, his lower body is really strong. You don't ever see him get redirected coming off screens, even when he takes a little bump. And you know, it was disappointing. He missed a couple free throws in the first half at the time he missed them. But yeah, he's been tremendous the last 2 months.
Trent kind of struggling tonight, shooting the ball and just kind of getting involved offensively. Do you kind of credit that to Penn State, which taking him out, or just Trent just didn't have a good game?
Well, one, it was a morning game, so that's a challenge sometimes for Trent. But I give them credit. I mean, they sat on top of the ball screens all night long. They were very physical with him. You know, they basically eliminated any of our ball screen action. With the physicality and sitting on top of it, and then forcing them into Watkins. And again, they deserve a lot of the credit.
Coach Kipper has that breakout game against Nebraska, and he has like 11 points in the next 5 games. How do you get him going? Where is he at mentally right now?
I mean, keeps working hard. It'll happen again at some point. You know, I think it's about, you guys worry about the points, I don't. And the shooting, yeah, that comes, it's the other stuff that goes along with that, the fight, not the competitive stuff. So, you know, he'll continue to work and he'll have another one of those before it's over.
Georgie shoots the ball in practice. Does he have a red light to shoot the 15-footer from you, or is that his own mental thing? Because they basically were giving him the elbow jumper today, weren't really contesting it, just to leave Watkins down in the paint. Is that by his design, your design, or is he just?
No, I think we want him shooting that. That's one of the things he's very good at, is shooting 15-foot elbow jumpers. I'll have to look at it a little more. I mean, we feel really comfortable with him shooting. I don't necessarily want him out shooting threes yet, but he's very good in the elbows. Shoots it all the time in practice, and you know, I think feels like he's more comfortable maybe attacking the rim and getting it there. But yeah, we're sure not discouraging that. That adds another dimension to our offense.
AJ pulled up a little lame there after he fouled late in the second half. Was that just a cramp, or was that something more serious? He seemed to be in a lot of pain.
That's a good question. I haven't talked to the trainer yet. I gotta find out. I don't know yet.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.